Well, and still on diaspora voting, Kenyans in Uganda have also voted in an exercise that took place at the Kenyan embassy in that country. Our reporter Solomon Serwanja witnessed the voting exercise earlier on.
And just show you how the polling station looks like, Betty. There's also different media houses are here to cover the elections. Of course, all eyes are on Kenya. International media is here. Local media is here to cover the whole exercise. So this is just how the polling station looks like here at the Kenyan High Commission. We have two polling stations, including A, which is one, which is there, and also we have another polling station, which is B, right there. And of course, it is about 1,180 Kenyans will be casting their ballots here. The queues are not as long as they were in Kenya. So I just wanted also to sample some of the people who are in the queue. Many of them, it's a working day here, Betty. It's not a public holiday just like it's in Kenya. It's a working day here. So it's really, it shows how Kenyans are concerned about the affairs of their country. They have had to get some little time to come and cast their ballots. And we shouldn't take that lightly, Betty, because they are in offices, they bump in, cast their ballots and go back. So let's just talk to some of the people who are queuing up at this moment. You're live on KTN, and we are so happy that Kenyans have taken their politics very seriously, including you. I can see you're dressed in a jacket and in a tie. It means you've sacrificed to come here to cast your ballot. What does this election mean for you as a Kenyan?
It means that my voice will be heard, and I have an opportunity to choose my leaders that will lead me in the next 5 years.
Okay, so will you also be back at 5 for the counting to guard your vote?
No, I don't need to guard my vote. Okay. My vote, as you can see, is well guarded. Okay. Yes.
So you're optimistic that the systems will be great, the whole entire system will be transparent, and you as a Kenyan, you have confidence in the IEBC?
I have total confidence with IEBC, and I'm sure that they will deliver a credible election.
Right, thank you so much. I'll talk to another person who has come up to cast her ballot. I saw her here during the registration exercise, and it's good to have her come to cast her ballot. You're live on KTN, and we just wanted to pick your views on this election.
Yes, I'm happy it's finally happening, and we are here to be counted.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Uganda, where you are right now, there are fears that, anything can break up, violence can break up, the violence that happened in 2007. Personally, I believe that Kenyans learned their own lesson in the 2007 post-election violence. And so I am just being optimistic that this election is going to be very, very peaceful. But how do you allay the fears of Ugandans who are living here, you as a Kenyan?
I don't think you should actually have fear. For me, I'm personally voting and keeping peace, and so is everyone else, unless you're going to be involved in violence. But I think most of us are actually voting and keeping peace. So if you do that, then there's no violence at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also think that it will be the same back home in Kenya where people are casting their ballots?
Yes, I believe so. Kenyans want peace. Kenyans love their country, and the country remains even after the election. So we have to be wise about it and how we make our decisions.
Kenya pamoja.
Kenya pamoja.
All right, you just heard it from some of the people who are casting their ballots. I just wanted also to take you through the exercise. Once you arrive here, they check, you present your passport, and then your name is checked in the register, and then, of course, you're given directions where to cast your ballot. You're given a ballot paper, as you can see. We'll follow this gentleman who is, of course, we'll stand at a distance because it's a private, voting exercise. We cannot go beyond this, and I'm sure the IEBC officials are already chasing us out of this place. But we'll be speaking to some of the officials later on to just give us a rough idea of how the day is expected to go and how the events are supposed to be. I will speak to one of the returning officers, I think, from the IEBC. I had actually wanted to talk to him. I think he's out, but we'll look out for him. Yes, he's there. So if you can come with me. All right, let's just finish seeing this gentleman cast his ballot here. As you can see, it's a sacred ballot. Kenyans are deciding today to be who will be their next leader and who will take Kenya forward. Kenyans in the diaspora are also casting their ballot. Well, I think it's a lesson for Uganda because we've not had Ugandans in the diaspora participate in the voting process. And as you can see, after casting your ballot, you are cleared and you're marked with that, I think it's marker so that you don't come back to vote. It's an exercise that is done across the globe to ensure that, to reduce on multiple voting. And a big thank you from the IBC officials, gentlemen shaking hands there. So that is the way it is done here in the capital, Kampala, and the voting exercise is still going on. Betty, we're covering the story in every angle and tackling the issues that are affecting Kenya. So the Kenyans are deciding who will be their next leaders. It's been a very, very long process. The campaign has been long. The journey has been long. Today, Kenyans will decide who will it be. We'll keep an eye from the diaspora. The media is also here up in gear, casting their ballot. So not casting their ballot, but keeping an eye. My colleague here is from CCTV. It's a whole complicated issue. But let's talk with the officials from the IEBC to just sort of help us understand what's happening here. So you're live on KTN. You are the returning officer at this particular polling station. Can you give us an update of what is happening here?
Here, as you can see, voters are streaming in, and they are coming to the polling station. Okay, from here now, you are directed to your polling station after having confirmed at the gate your polling station number.
I also just wanted to ask, how is the program like today?
The program for the voting session has begun from 6, and it will continue until 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. now the station closes. After closing, counting begins. Then after counting, the other process that will follow will be the electronic transmission of results.
All right, thank you very much. It's good to talk to you. Official from the IEBC, and the vote counting will be done at 5 o'clock. We'll be here counting along, the officials of the IEBC, as Kenya decides who will be their next leader. Betty Chalo, back to you.
Well, that was Solomon Serwanja earlier on in the day when my colleague Betty Kialo was in studio, very enthusiastic there with Kenyans coming out in numbers in Uganda to vote.